Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to our full pYanodon's playthrough, Season 3, Episode something, I don't remember. And yeah, we just fired up our iron mining, or iron smelting new version, which is all electrically mined and electrically crushed, but not electrically smelted yet. That is coming a long time away. So yeah, basically we're mining the iron, it's coming up. We're figuring out what to do with the stone at this point. And ash. The ash goes to Ash Mountain, which is here. Steel is gonna have to move someday anyway. And we also just unlocked deposits, which is beautiful. So we'll start Ash Mountain with those. I wonder how much ash we'll end up getting out of this. Up to 2.667 according to that. Don't know how accurate it is. And where all do we need iron? This right here is huge. Because what we can do is we can see... Wait, why is that not showing up on the map? Am I blind? What's happening? Does it not show up on the map highlighted? What's going on here? I thought it highlighted it on the map too. I guess not. But I guess you can just click through the different spots. Huh. It highlights it in this view, but not in the actual map view. That's interesting. Well, I guess that is one weakness of factory search over the new vanilla search. But the new vanilla search can't search where something's an ingredient, which I find to be very, very lacking. I think it feels really weird that you can find where you produce a material, but you can't find where you use a material. It's like that's half of the coin. You need the whole coin. Anyway, so this is helpful because it helps you see like, oh, where, if I do put in a new belt or something, where does it need to go? And the answer is here and here. That's it. There's only two places I'm using iron plates right now in terms of like regions. Down there and up here. So what that means is, you know, I could deliver iron down here and it would still, I could still easily split it there and connect it. And basically I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do with all of the plate belts that I'm going to have coming off of my different plate processings. And I'm trying to decide if I want to also fit them through here, but the problem is this is all going to be ore. This is going to be an ore highway. So it can't also be a plate highway. So the plates might need to go somewhere else. And then there's a really small part of me that's like, what if I just moved my whole, what is this called? The mall. What if I move the whole mall over here? And I'm really strongly considering it. There is an issue of this build. This is pretty easy to pick up and move, though. It just needs the coke. Right? The only input to this is coke. And water. I mean, water's really easy to get anywhere, though. I could pretty easily move that even, like, up here. You know, and then just pipe the acetylene down. So maybe that's what I have to. Maybe this is in the way, and this needs to be our metals. Iron comes back and over. I'm also tempted. Oh, this is so hard. Is 7.5 iron a second enough? Like I'm tempted to put it on a half belt, and then I don't need as many belts. But then the problem is I'm limited to 7.5. You know, at that point. And that's not a lot of iron. Like once I get the next processing of iron, I think we're already screwed. if we're using a half belt. Because this is already making a half belt, almost a full half belt. So as soon as we get the next version of iron, it'll already be more than a belt can handle. And that's going to be this with molten iron. Which happens before green science. So indecision is ruling the day here. What are we doing? Maybe we can bring some plates back this way. Let's just do a reasonable. Like, I don't know how many ores we're gonna have, but it's gonna be a lot. But let's just say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can go over that many. So delete this one. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'll have a return belt here. Of iron. Don't really know what I'm doing. That's fine. We also need a return belt of ash. Or I could just start a new ash mountain over here. But I kind of want my ash to be centralized. I think it's worth the effort. This is a return belt of stone. Should it also be a return belt of ash and stone? Maybe. It'll pretty quickly get full. We'll keep them separate for now. I feel like I'm already running out of space everywhere somehow at the same time. All right, let's put ash up here. It's also weird because this is only a temporary. Like, ash isn't gonna be forever. As soon as I start casting everything, most everything moves to the casting recipes. So it's kind of only a temporary need that I have to deal with this. All right, we'll do that. And then the stone, sword and the stone. This stone, where the heck is it gonna go? Where's the ash gonna go? Maybe I move Ash Mountain to like here rather than there. Is that better? Maybe it's better. Okay, where's stone getting used? Next. Man, I really wish factory search would highlight it on the map. But it can't, apparently. It would be so nice. Stone there and there. And that doesn't really matter. That's for concrete. This one doesn't really matter because I'm going to move that sooner or later anyway. So stone's really only used right along here at the moment. I can easily belt past all those. The problem is we need a central stone like production where we use the byproduct stone, and then if we don't have enough byproduct stone, we use mined stone. But then we also make sure we can void the byproduct stone if we back up on it. So there's a little bit of like, we need all that going on somewhere. And where is that somewhere? Could bring the stone down. And distribute. We can do stone processing down here maybe. I don't know. Let's... Where's the ash? The ash is up here. Thank you all for being patient with my absolute flabbergasted indecision. Goodness. Mind stone. That's funny. Hey, I've got my MTG blanket, so it's the perfect reference. Perfect crime. Alright, I don't need more steam engines. Keep grabbing more. I haven't been crafting buildings very often recently. A lot more belts, please. More undies. And... what? Power poles. Iron, copper, everything feels pretty fine. Okay, so let's bring the stone down. Feels a little risky. Rather than up. I have more space up here to process it, but the things that need it are down here, and the stone mine is down here. So I will take byproduct stone down to Goblin Town. And then we shall, I don't know, do something with it. Alright, well that was easy. That's the last time we'll be able to put a belt on that side. No! Wait, what? Ah! I can have it. Alright, so stone goes over here, and then how much moss is this? 0.32. Oh, that's nowhere near enough. Oh, it is enough for one, I think. Yeah, okay, it is. So, I really don't need the stone version of moss. I mean, I guess we're wasting a tiny bit of coke. What is 4 CO2 worth of coke per second? Is that even significant? Can I just ignore the CO2 cost of moss roughly, or is it significant? 4 is... we're talking 0.1 coke a second for my Vraux. So by not using the stone recipe, I'm maybe costing myself like 0.05 more coke per second than I would if I didn't use the stone. So the stone recipe's not that huge of a difference, is what I'm getting at. It is a difference though in terms of like it more than doubles the rate of output. So that's pretty big if we need a lot of moss. We just don't need a lot of moss for Vraux, but it's definitely something we want to do for the moss that we need for trees. And we want stone brick. There's all sorts of things. Where will this belt go up? Will it snake its way through here? That feels dangerous. Where will it go? And we need stone brick too. Oh no! No! Okay, so the easy version is a little different than this, which is actually we split this off up here. And have it go left and right where it's needed. But then the problem with that is we're not centralizing, and if we bring it from below, then we've got to have a priority, and then we have to deal with the backed up stone somewhere. So that's a mess. It's all a freaking mess. Why don't we just allow ourselves a little bit of leeway and put it over here? Feels wrong. I feel like I'm committing some sort of war crime against my own pYanodon's. Oh, the pYanodon's. And then I could process some stone here, maybe? I don't know. So we need some... I mean, this is kind of tricky. I guess we can do it like this. I need some stone to go on there, and then some other stone to go left. Here. And then that goes to here. Now, what is this? This is a stone belt. Excuse me. And then stone brick is now in question, which we do need for science. Like, it's not like we can just ignore stone brick. It's needed. But we'll need to make that somewhere else now. Or I could just pipe stone over here. Maybe we just carry this stone up. We have radars now. Only with one channel. I need to get a radar channel mod. Those exist, right, people? Please tell me they do. Because what I want is definitely the ability to send on different channels. Because we can pretty easily start, although the power cost is not negligible yet at 300. I wonder if these can send signals. Let's find out. So then I can like have stone brick making. What I'm getting at here is I can have stone brick making as a, basically as a consumption method for byproduct stone that I would be trashing anyway, if that makes sense. I think that does make sense. You guys are smart. I love the little, like, when you have a side loading belt, the little wire like goes up to bridge over it. It looks neat. Yeah, radar channel. So now that radar can transmit signals, you know, you can, at least with regular vanilla radars, you can transmit signals now. But like a green wire is the same channel for all radars, and it seems like that's the case here. The only question I now have is, does a regular radar have the same exact connection as well? And the answer is yes, it does. Okay. So you only have a red channel and a green channel to transmit through radars now, after Factorio 2.0. But these ones can transmit, so that means it's probably good to have a few. So for now, I will transmit the stone stoppage signal via this radar. And basically, I will only enable this belt if we see the signal of stone There's also all sorts of signals in this game that I could use that, like, I would never really use anywhere else. You know, like, I could use these or whatever. Like, just the most random crap. I would need combinators, though, to create those signals, because I don't have decider combinators yet. So for now, it does have to be the actual item measured. But yeah, let's just say if that's greater than 50, then we'll run the belt. And now we just need to measure the byproduct stone along some section of belt. So we only make stone, but I also want to make stone brick if I need it. Maybe for now, I just need to be happy with... Scratch this idea for now. For now, I'll just be happy with some number of stone brick, and I'll let this back up. That'll back up 12,000 stone brick. That's acceptable. And I'll just have all of these with 1,000 each. Let's see. And we'll fill them up. Okay. What am I doing? I have loaders now. Haha. They're very expensive, though. Look at that duralumin and circuit cost. I need to be careful about loaders. I'm actually not going to use them here. And what is this? I can probably do away with whatever this is. Oh, nah. I forgot I had already done that. That's a way to prevent the backup. That's actually fine. And now we're gonna have fueling issues. I can remove all this nonsense. Thank the good pie himself. My goodness, was that a mess? We are gonna have issues with what this is, aluminum smelting. I don't know where all the Keratin was going, but boy was it a mess. However, we have like a lot of it. Oh, I could use that up. But where's the fuel? This already has rock hole, rip, roarin ready to go if we need it. So then all I need to do now is this. Okay. All right, and then are we good now? Stone bricks being provided. Stone's coming from byproduct land. Stone's also going to make saline. How much is this used? Only 2 seconds. So all the usages are fairly small at the moment. So yeah, byproduct stone is now being used. So now how do I get rid of stone? What is the easiest way? Easiest method? Saline water is really slow. I could craft stone furnaces and then burn them. We could crush stone into gravel and then make landfill. I mean, we can just make stone brick. That is a way to do it. At least for now, those are my only options. There are other things later. Okay, so the reason I'm considering gravel is because we can do gravel into sand, and then we have sand that we can give to places without having to spend any other resources to get it. It's kind of like free sand, but that feels like I can wait until trains for all that. Make concrete. Yeah. Problem is the lime. Lime is not so cheap or free. Yeah, and concrete, I would if it was a 350%er, but it's not. So it really feels worthless to make a 250%er. Free sand. Sand did nothing wrong. All these blueprints I don't need. Wasting space in my inventory. All right, I'm gonna go with the version that I think the landfill version is the actual fastest way to get rid of it, right? Because I mean, it basically is an instant. It's as fast as I can shovel it in. Plus the gravel, which is also very fast from... It's 4 stone a second from 1 jaw crusher. And then I do need soil production to match, which is the unfortunate part. The other option is just stone furnaces. But then I have to burn them. Which is an option. And then I don't have to deal with the soil or the jaw crushing. So, I think that's my method. Oh my goodness. What have we got ourselves into? Look, we've already got an ash byproduct line here. Look at that. Look, this is just perfect. Output priority left. We just grab ourselves a burner. Have I not made any yet? Thought we did. No, I didn't. Hey, you got an achievement for it. Alright, burn the furnace. Is this gonna be... I mean, how much can this handle? Handle 5. This is not where I want this. You can make stone from stone brick. Wait, really? Not that I probably would, but... Oh, look, there it is. You can just crush it right back. It's a slow process, actually. 5 seconds for 8 stone. But you can do that. Ah! Gonna pull my hair out. All right, let's just burn it right here. A little bit more space here. Output priority left. Come over here. We need 3 assemblers to potentially use all of a full belt of stone. That's where I was getting hung up. Is I wanna handle a full belt. So there's that. Okay. And then loader town. Hey, Nayus. Oh, you rock. Thanks. Thanks so much for the bits. Oh, must be over there. Okay. There we go. And then we need the smallest amount of fuel here. Fuel these guys. Ooh, we're spaghettiing. I did not think this through at all. Okay, hold on. Let me just design this for real quick. So we've got that. We've got the actual burner. I don't think... How many burners are we gonna need? 3.3 a second. Those are gonna make 3 a second. So one burner is enough. Okay. And they need only 180 kilowatts to run. So the burners don't need very much fuel to burn stuff. So what I could do is feed... all 3 buildings into one burner. They each have 1 a second. That's it. That's good enough right there. Okay. Okay. Hold on. This is getting a little better. So then we've got this. Alright. And then the stone loads that into each of those. What would be nice is if we had fuel into each of these. How are the buildings? Feels wrong. Feels really wrong. There. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. There's gotta be something here for me. How fast... hold on, I can make a few of these too. How fast are these? Especially if they're 90 degree. 2.3? So 2... I still need 3 of those. Why is it so hard to consume a belt of stone? I think this would be easier. Alright, we're just gonna make it simple. We're gonna feed the coke. It'll be such a tiny amount that runs these. They're 75 kilowatts each. And then yeah, this is just gonna be a loader, and a loader. Boom, boom, boom. Done. They're all being loaded in, and then we have the cycler like that, so it gets rid of stuff and burns it. Why can you burn furnaces? You can burn anything. It is a weird idea, but you can burn anything. I don't know of if there are even objects in Pi that cannot be burnered. There might be, but pretty much everything can be burnered. Alright, whatever. That's... I don't know. I'm in this weird mind state right now. I think I'm, like, overthinking everything. It's like, I don't want it to not be good enough, but I also don't care how good it is. And I don't really feel like it's worth doing some crazy, complex, beautiful solution. Because it's just the amount of things that are going to be using stone. Yeah, I don't know. Like, stone goes in a lot of stuff, but it's not like we need it everywhere all the time, and it needs to be this perfect thing. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine with that. that'll just guarantee that it doesn't back up, you know, while we're doing iron. That's all I'm trying to do. And if we want, we could even put a buffer to make sure we don't waste, you know, since our needs might be a bit more inconsistent. We could pretty easily do like a storehouse buffer or something with a couple loaders. Even do that up here. 48, 75, 150. Shed is about double an iron chest. Yeah, we'll do a shed. Oh, I guess they do need power, but 480 kilowatts. Wait, a what? What? They really take that much power? That's a lot. That's way more power than I ever would have thought. I mean, that's more power than 15 regular inserters even. I wonder if they actually use that much. I'm curious when they're running constantly, how much power they take. I guess we can test that pretty easily. I'm using up all my Duralumin on these things. All right, stone brick it is. That'll keep them busy a while. All right, loader. Okay, so 2 loaders average to taking. That's very annoying that their consumption graph looks so spiky. But even at full speed, they together are only taking 130, we'll say 134 kilowatts, because that's oscillating between 2 and 6. Which means each individual one is only taking 67 kilowatts. Roughly. Okay. Weird. The problem is I don't know if that logic could, the same ratio could be transferred to the red ones, whatever power they take, because it's 30 items a second. They might consume that electricity more often. But yeah, so it's really only about 60 kilowatts per loader at full rate, which is much more reasonable. I don't totally understand. It might be more with stacked belts. Now there's an interesting idea. That's true. It might be. I don't know if it is. All right, let's get stone mining checked off the list so we can be done with stone for a bit. I'm tired of saying the word stone and thinking about stone, and I need more belts, and I need some miners, which I have. Oh, but then we have to deal with the keratin from the stone mining. There's so many things we have to do. Just relax. It's a Zen garden. It's a beautiful little Zen garden. We're just here to have fun. Just a nice, easy mod pack. No worries. It's all simple and easy. Like we're on a beach, relaxing. Get some more substrate going, and then I need to grab more belts. Probably more electric poles here. Oh, hold on. Completely forgot we still need to connect an iron belt here. Whoopsies. I mean, realistically, I should probably bring the iron here. Get rid of you guys. Oh my. The iron come into the equation right there. Spaghetti, it's densifying. It's densifying every episode. It just, we get more. Although I am removing some belts sometimes. I do want to acknowledge I am sometimes removing belts, which feels good. Like, all these belts are now dead to me, and I can remove them safely. So we'll do that project. Let me put that, clean up old iron belts. That's its own project. That'll take like 10 minutes. But yeah, so, you know, the spaghetti grows and the spaghetti shrinks. It does both. The spaghetti giveth and the spaghetti taketh away. But what the spaghetti does not do, ever, is disappear. Embrace the inspaghettification. That's one heck of a word. Let's see. Now here's the real problem, is that even with mining a whole belt, we only get a half belt because it's keratin and stone. So at best, we only get 7.5 stone a second out of this, unless I dispose of the keratin on site, which is probably not a good idea. I probably want to bring the keratin back to the base. It's useful. Did you guys see that? I like built... That underground somehow came from me building a straight belt over another straight belt. And I was not super force building either. And somehow it ended up creating an undergroundy. That was really weird. Now I'm like curious to reproduce that. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, exactly. The belt got in the way of the belt somehow. I don't really know what happened there. This is a prime target for radar. I'll make sure to get one of those going. And then... Now, do these produce... I can't remember. They produce 2 of each per second. So that means this is already an entirely filled belt. That is insane. What's up, Wonder? The stream has been good so far. Alright, so that's done. Now we just need power. I can get a little bit of a speed boost here. Oh no, not almost. It's good that we're doing this because we will need power here once we have our fluid mining drills, but we don't have those yet. So we don't have power here yet, which means I need to keep going. All the way to the base. Uh-oh. So we're gonna have to go over a tile. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, here's power. Oof. Literally my last electric pole. You have a theory that YouTube Factorio content creator factories average more power consumption because of lamps? Or is it something else? Wonder you're gonna jump scare yourself? Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people start at the beginning of the VOD, so there's nothing weird about that. Alright, well, with any amount of luck, yay! That's working. And that should support a full belt of stone plus keratin for quite a long time. Cool. Alright, so that's good. And then we're bringing that over to here. Do I want to cut across? Yeah, that feels reasonable. Oh, they just did that thing again. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting. So if you're in map view, it just happens. They spawn... They spawn in the... Is it supposed to be... Maybe that's intended. Maybe the mod maker was like, oh, we want construction drones to work from map view? I don't want it to work like that. I find that to feel cheaty. But that actually might be intended. Interesting. Hey! Did I get it down? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the sub. Alright, so the stone and whatever it's called, keratin, all the way over here. Oh, and we're out of bots. Run away! Bots are just fast enough to catch up. Belts. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Why so slow? Because we don't have splitters? No, that's for underground belts. I think it's actually been working fine. All parts are a little slow maybe, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, whatever. You like to imagine the engineers launching the bots? Yeah, I mean, just he's preemptively telling them, go all the way over here. Problem is it doesn't quite line up with their actual speed as advertised in game. Very satisfying to watch. I also just realized for the first time, congratulations me, that they use a green light to construct things and a red light to deconstruct things. It took me until I was today years old to spot that. That's funny. Okay, so now stone's coming in, so we need to filter out keratin to the left. And then we can input priority right on that. And that'll at least guarantee a minimum of half a belt of stone. Assuming we can get rid of the Keratin. So now we design a monster to deal with up to 15, because we'll eventually have 2 belts of stone and Keratin, I'm guessing. Up to 15 Keratin per second, which looks like this. And then the shale oil, we're just about to unlock this recipe when we want to. There's a decent amount of power that this takes, actually. Condensates. I don't think we have any recipes for them for a long time. This doesn't show up till, yeah, logistics science. So, yeah, the only thing we can do is do fuel. We could use them for fuel canisters or something. You know, we can use them for fluid fuel, but 200 kilojoules is really bad. So, condensates are mostly useless until that recipe. But the other stuff we already know is useful. Like the heavy oil, we can turn into lubricant or kerosene in the near future. And then the light oil we already have in the tar processing world, and that gets turned into something. Yeah, that's actually aromatics and gas. So light oil is dope. We need lots of that good stuff. So yeah, and we could just roll the condensates back around into an oil burner, and that gives us, I don't know what is that, 200 times about a fifth of this, 25 megawatts of oil burner steam, which is I don't really know how much. What if you were an oil burner and your fuel was condensates? Wait, that's not the button I'm looking for. You are the button I'm looking for. Wait a second. Oh, that's just if it was running full time, 60. Okay. Okay, so we would make almost, I mean, we don't have oil burners, and I don't think we do for a while, right? When do I get oiler boilers? Not until intermetallics. Okay, so we're still a couple steps away from that. But once we do, we can make almost all the steam we need to run these cracking elements just off of the condensates fuel. And given it's not going to have another use until we're in logistics science, that's a pretty reasonable use for it for a while. And that makes this almost a closed loop. At that point, you can just supplement the rest of the steam with just a little bit of gasoline, maybe, from the light oil to aromatics and gasoline part. Just a little bit of gasoline would be enough to make up the, you know, you're missing like 9-ish. So yeah, there you go. That seems to work. Not gonna do that for a long time though. So for now, what do I do with Keratin? Do I just store it? Yes. Yeah, until I build that, there's literally nothing to do with it. Okay. You can't even burn it in the burner because it's a fuel. So you're screwed. Now, if I were to have a sulfur, what's it called? Rock. Where is that? Somewhere. Sulfur vein, sulfur mine. That shows up in green science. So we're a long ways from that too. Never mind. All right, well, I guess we are... So we have Ash Mountain, and we're also going to have Keratin Mountain. Cool. Let the Keratin Mountain begin. All right, how long will that take to fill up? We have 800, so 80. It can only hold 80,000. It's gonna fill up so fast. That'll fill up in 3 hours. Ugh. This is why you use Keratin to replace fueling for other things, because then you don't have it build up as fast. It's actually kind of nice to use it for your smelting and stuff. Is there anywhere I can easily consume it? I guess up here would be the best place, because we always need steam, and it wouldn't be backing up anything if we used Keratin instead. So yeah, the steam for all my tar cracking and coke making, but then I'd need to route the Keratin all the way up there. So deal with Keratin goes on the list. I'm gonna leave it for now. Good gravy. New iron patch is now done officially, I think. Alright, let's get some radar coverage down in this area of the base. Oh, and I still need one for the northwest. Let's go do that. Oof, there's so much to do. We're already an hour into this episode. What have we even done? This has just been cleanup on aisle everything type episode. But that is the Zen Garden experience. It's a lot of cleanup on aisle everything. That's as high as we can go, and we can go over to here. I need to get rid of all this too. This is all doing nothing. This is all doing quite literally nothing. Incoming dump chest, I imagine. Man, 20 of these guys really does some fast work. They are quite powerful. Alright, I guess we don't need a dump chest because all of the coke is still over there. Alright, that clears up some space for the future. That tin smelting is dead, right? Yeah, tin smelting's here now. So this is dead. Dead and gone. But the old me is dead and gone. Dead and gone. Alright, and dump chest. Alright, now what? Now, I guess we'll start cleaning up the iron patch. Craziness. Let me get rid of all this stone brick for a minute. We need to lay some stone brick, but how much is left here? It's an annoying 71,000. That's just enough to be like a lot, but it's not like a lot. It is a small enough amount. I feel comfy just putting it in chests, though. We'll have to transfer a few times, but it'll work. All right, so we'll get rid of those. And then there's just so much chaos here, and I feel scared to disconnect it because I don't want to screw it up, but at the same time. So this is for the copper. And it could totally just do that. These are all going to iron, so these can go bye-bye. Means that can just go up there. I don't know what this is. What's this? Oh god, I have no idea. What is this belt? Oh my goodness, what are you doing? It's side loading onto this belt, but that belt doesn't even go anywhere? It was some stone related, okay. What did this attach to? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What are we doing? Oh, it was from... Oh, it was... Okay. Yeah, it was from the stone crushing, which is no longer even happening. I can literally ditch all of these, which is beautiful. Remember to reconnect the pipe? Oh, no. What pipe did I disconnect? I don't even remember disconnecting a pipe. Oh, jeez. We're falling apart, y'all. We are falling apart. Aromatics. When did I disconnect an aromatics pipe? I have absolutely no memory of this. Oh. I did not even notice I destroyed these. Alright, well, I'm glad you pointed it out. I didn't even notice I did that. Oh, I'm so glad somebody caught that. This is the benefit to streaming. There are some downsides to streaming, but man, is it nice when people catch those mistakes and you don't have to play for 17 hours to find out that you did that. And you're like, wait, why is all my zinc gone? And then you find out that you haven't been getting aromatics for 6 hours. Then again, that still happens quite often while streaming, because people don't notice things. That happened, what was it? It was in freight forwarding. I had done something and I wasn't getting titanium. And we were really, really low on titanium and it was really a problem. And it was going really slow and then we weren't getting it for like 6 hours or something. I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, this is looking a little better. There's still some nonsense here. What is all this? Oh, that's not all nonsense. Hold on. We need some of that nonsense. This is ash nonsense. What's this? This is nonsense. This was... no. This is not nonsense. This is steel. We no longer have iron ore going to steel. I forgot about that. Okay, put that on the list. Yikes. There's a lot to do. But it does feel nice to have this area all cleaned up. Ish. Oh no. More iron right there. Is that it? I think that's it. The splitters at home array was a nightmare. I'm so happy to be done with that. It was beginning to not be fun. I also got splitters pretty late because of us taking the more zen garden, slow, methodical approach. I ended up, you know, I didn't have splitters till like 20 hours or whatever. Whereas I think they're very attainable in 10 hours if you're pushing for it. Now, what is this belt? This belt is dead. No idea what was on it. Oh, it was keratin, right. All right, now the stone isn't fully gone either, but we'll deal with that in some other minute. At this point, I am overflowing on belts. Interesting. And inserters. It's funny. Here. Get rid of those. Oh, that's still not good enough. Ash. All. Alright, I need to go put some belts down. Alright, this is opening up the base a ton. Getting rid of all this nonsense. Belts also... See, why are belts not getting crafted? I did something to iron. I should be getting iron right now. Why am I not getting iron? I know steel is broken, but that shouldn't stop my iron from working. I've got lots of iron. What did I break? The ash is not being collected. That is it. All right. Then we'll come over, maybe here. Pretty sure this one's an ash belt as well. Yes, it is. Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a better way to do that. And this is an ash belt. And then, yeah, Ash Mountain requires some upgrades, which I will do, but at this moment, I will not. Because we need to probably be done with the episode. Which is crazy, because it feels like we just started. But yeah, we'll put that in there for now. And it needs pepper. Alright, well there you go. Ash Mountain. Here, let's prime the icon. Ash Mountain has begun. A bunch of storage containers full of ash. And we'll call that the episode. So as always, for those of you from future YouTube land, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.